Gently done. Rodrigo. And it's Tchouaméni. Decent chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? It's a throw-in. And he's gone backward here. There's the shot! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. Looking for the run. That is a great pick out. He is through here. Eder Militao trying to keep this in. Tchouaméni is there to clear. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Carreras has it in a wide position. Valverde getting up there! And it's in! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Alexander-Arnold gets over and intercepts. Plays a sharp little ball here. Ball in towards the middle. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Newcastle are in serious threat of getting left behind. 2 goals down already. Carreras. Oh, can he get onto this?
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Botman. Tonali. Pass somewhat off target. He'll try from distance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Camavinga.
Madrid always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Valverde. The message is clear, none shall pass. Tchouaméni. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Linton. And he's been shifted off it. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Out of play for a throw. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Vinicius Junior has the space to scheme. And here's Valverde. Bruno Guimaraes.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's got away. Closing in on goal. Chance for a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Alexander-Arnold. Eder Militao. Camavinga. Chouameni. Valverde. Mbappe! Big chance! Mbappe! Irrepressible! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they are disappearing out of sight. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
"3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Newcastle already looking up at the vast mountain they've been left to climb. And here's Vinicius Junior. Carreras takes a shot! Joelinton. Jacob Murphy. And it's Joelinton. Tonali. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, nicely intercepted. Eder Militao. Valverde. Goes looking wide. Shad has been caught there, it's a foul. Valverde. Now it's Murphy. Nicely weighted ball. Eder Militao. That's Rudiger. Rodrigo is onto it in a flash. Madrid are looking to break at pace. Bruno Guimaraes. Can he get it through? Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, it's come loose. And now they can clear their lines. And that is out of play. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Gets a good foot in there. Bruno Guimaraes. Lobbed in behind. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Now it's Rodrigo. Knocks it into space. Oh, good finish! It's offside, I think. Yes, it is offside.
He went just a smidgen too early, Peter.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Courtois claims comfortably.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Just eases him off the ball.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Mbappe! And the keeper threw out a limb.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And they've got rid. Played backwards here. Passing nice and neat. Great ball, and the finish!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Que no está permitido llevarse a casa los balones que vayan a parar a la grada.
Away we go again. 45 minutes to change their fate.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Now that looks a decent ball. Vinicius Junior. Tonali. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And he's forced to go back. Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Valverde really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. He's had a shot! And somehow he kept it out.
Madrid certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Cleared away. That's a good ball. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
This certainly... Valverde! Outstanding save to keep that out. Well, that pass isn't the best. Bruno Guimaraes wins the duel this time. Chouameni, this is a promising build-up. That's destined for the flank. Carreras. And here's Rodrigo. He's going for goal! Oh my word, that is quite something! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Madrid are having a ball here. He's had it taken off him. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Alexander-Arnold.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
This looks... And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. That's a cute ball. Chance, surely! And he steered it beyond the post. Chouameni. Vinicius Junior. And here's Valverde. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Bruno Guimaraes. And it's Kamovic. Tries one from range! Pulled out the best in the keeper.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And he's managed to get free. Threads one in. Lovely feet. Defending was strong and firm. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Wissa really needed to be much faster then, much more decisive.
Oh, brilliant save by Pope! And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Tries to play it through. Well read, nice interception. Floated through. Oh, this is a great position. Nice control. That'll be a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. That's Valverde. Oh, that's fabulous. Camavinga. It's a threatening ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Xiao. And it's Tonali. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. And once more he proves rigid and robust. And the pass is intercepted. Alexander-Arnold. Now, can they get him away? Mbappe! Now it's Mbappe. It's a good-looking delivery. Defending of the desperate variety. That pass has been well intercepted. Chance! Relentless! Just relentless! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Madrid are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bruno Guimaraes. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's picked his way. Vinicius Junior! And that has left him in a heap. And here's Rodrigo. And it's Valverde. Valverde.
Newcastle are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Now this could be a chance. Lovely bit of skill. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Jacob Murphy. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Botman. Now Tonali. Strokes it back.
Modern football for you, and all that pressing.
Tries to pass it through. Now it's Camavinga. And here's Vinicius Junior in with the challenge. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And he's played it back. Some really good ball movement. Pings in a... He's rising! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that interception was most necessary. He's having a shot! It's a goal! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Wissa. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Newcastle presented with a golden opportunity here. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
The keeper doing his best to put him off. And that is the last of it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Passing nice and neat. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I really like the look of this fella, João Pedro, Peter. He has a lovely brand of flair, skillful, quick, composed, always looking to exploit spaces in and around the box. I expect to see him getting heavily involved with his side's attacking play here.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. And it's James. Fernandez. Pedro Neto. Well, Pedro! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Header! Off the post. Well, that's a fair try, but just off target.
We're talking fine margins, very fine margins.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Caicedo. And here's Fernandez. Some intricate passing looking... There's the shot! They've scored! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Chelsea are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Bilbao are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Great vision. Williams is wide and looking to get onto this. Colwell defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. It's a pretty loose pass. Garnacho. It's a good foot in there. Now it's João Pedro. Bilbao are looking to break at pace. Caicedo. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking for the run. And he shoots! Brilliant from João Pedro! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that was as close to certain as can be.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came up beautifully.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Jauregui was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Nicely shaped ball, not the most accurate pass. James. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Oh, that is... Well, Pedro! That was superb goalkeeping.
João Pedro clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. Forced to go back. Shot a goal! Chance again? No.
Chelsea really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue. Bilbao really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Arezzo. It'll be a throw-in. Sends it crossfield. Pass somewhat off target. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, that's fabulous. No, he's not getting past him there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And now they can spring out of defence. Yuri. Jaureguisa. Now, can they get him away? And it's made its way to him. Oh, nice touch. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That is good strength. Pedro Neto. Ruiz de Galarreta gets over and intercepts, and it's Bershish. Jaureguisa, and that has put paid to that. Palmer has created one goal already. 30 minutes gone. Ruiz de Galarreta. Jaureguisa couldn't squeeze it through. Well, that has not gone well. Fernandez. He's had it taken off him. Arezzo. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. This is a promising build-up. João Pedro shapes to shoot! And he has kept it out somehow.
João Pedro actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So, third corner of the game. Iñaki Williams with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Gives it back.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Bilbao are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Fernandez. Jaureguisa. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He's in a great position here. He is through here. Chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So their fourth corner of the game. Laporte gets it clear. Bilbao are looking to go forward now. Nico Williams. Now it's Sunset. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nico Williams. And here's Guruzeta. Caicedo cuts it out. A long ball by the goalkeeper. Nico Williams. This looks promising. And it's Ruiz de Galarreta. And that has found him in acres of space. Out of play for a goal kick. Laporte gathers from the goal kick. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Yuri is very much the model of the modern-day fullback.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Yuri. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And back to the goalkeeper. Now Areso. And we've reached half-time. How would you review the first half?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
Thank you very much.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So we're off again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Now it's Sunset. No, that's been intercepted. Palmer. Chalobah pokes it out wide. And it's Palmer. Caicedo. It's a really well-measured ball. That's where it came from. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Sunset. Palmer. Now it's João Pedro. Fernandez. He's having a pop! It's hit the uprights. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And it's Caicedo. Nice sequence of passes, this. Ruiz de Galarreta. Time and again they are repelled. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Tries to play it through. Chalobah does really well to win the ball there. Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Jauregui. Looking to play him in. Great, just the keeper in his way. That's put paid to the danger. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And here's Iñaki Williams. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Chelsea appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Pedro Neto. James, over to the other side.
That's alert and sharp and very well played. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Passes short and sharp. And he's lost his man here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that's going right the way across. Ruiz de Galarreta. Oh, he's having a go! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Palmer is offering a wry smile there.
They're up to 5 corners now. And a header! Just cruising! They are cruising! It's all becoming so easy. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Chelsea find a position of real strength now. That has been cut short. Danny Vivian. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Williams. It's a goal kick. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Now it's Sunset. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's João Pedro. He shifted it to the flank. Palmer. Showing good feet. Williams. And the counter is on. Good ball, good take. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
Garnacho. Fernandez. Now it's Palmer. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Jaureguiza. Searching pass he's played there. Now it's João Pedro. Fernandez. João Pedro. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Looking for options for movement. Fernandez. Now it's Pedro Neto. And it's Fernandez. Palmer. João Pedro gets flagged offside. Laporte. That's destined for the flank. And he's picked it up out wide. Now it's Sunset. That ball looks a good one. In with the challenge.
Bilbao appear determined to play through the middle again. And guess what? It's the same result.
Here's a sharp little ball here. Ah, such a clever touch. James. Pedro Neto. Now it's Sunset. Now it's Williams. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Sunset. And here's Guruzeta. Always onto this. Shot could be on. Nicely weighted ball. And that is expertly dealt with. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Palmer. Pedro Neto. Takes on his marker. Now it's Guruzeta. And he welcomes it in. He's picked his way through. Williams. He's through on goal here.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Cleared without hesitation. Jauregui
With the slide tackle there.
and it's Jauregui. Williams. Look at the space here. Oh, good spread. And he's quick to return it. Real chance!
Has been indicated.
Hits off target and by quite a way. 2 minutes to be added on. And here's Garnacho. He has found the way through. Now who's going to be first to this? Jauregui. Now this could be a chance. He's on it, can he get away? Real chance here. Decent chance! Oh, and the referee says that is it. Bilbao cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off.
I'm afraid to tell you that we're expecting traffic
Well,
to
after
be
all of
heavy
that,
after
Jim,
the final
what are you
whistle
thinking?
today.
Bilbao desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.